Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another, can't speak. Yes, welcome to another episode of I Can't Speak. No, welcome to another episode of What I Hate. Bum 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 bum, what I hate, oh, what I hate, I don't know. That's the theme song of the show. Alright, last week we talked about a couple of things on what we hate. We talked about getting colds, um, getting itchiness, getting itchy backs. We did a little segment of when people are waiting in line. Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty dope. And we also talked about Google and YouTube and copyrights and yada yada yada. Alright, so in this episode of What I Hate, we're gonna talk about pimples. Yes, pimples. Because everybody gets pimples. You get them on your face, you get them on your back, you get them on your shoulders. You get them everywhere, and it's really annoying. Like, it's 2017. Like, I know that there's a bunch of things that you can get rid of pimples. Like, can you, like, make a cheap cream you just put on and it just goes away? Like, seriously, scientists, makeup artists, um, whoever you are, get working on it. God. um, what else? On the episode of second episode of Why I Hate. I don't. What are we doing? What? Well, that's what I hate. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Yesterday Yesterday was my 5-year anniversary on my YouTube channel. Yay! Woo! 5 years of being on YouTube. Happy birthday, channel. Yes, yesterday was a great day for making a 5-year anniversary video. Um, and I love that. What? But this is called What I Hate. Huh. Is there something that I'm not getting on what I hate about yesterday's video? That I love making videos for you guys, but it's my 5-year anniversary, but I still made a video that I love to make. Makes no sense. No, it does not. Sorry for the confusion. Alright, let's get back to the show. Let's get back into the show. Yes. What I hate is, oh, okay. Here's a good story. Um, I hate when people make fun of my last name. Um, a couple years ago, I was on the school bus, minding my own business, and these two guys come up to me on the bus when the bus is moving, and they were standing next to me. One was up front, one was right next to me, and they were making fun of my last name because it's laundry, like clothing. Um, they say, Ian, do my laundromatic, laundry. I was like, dude, stop. so annoying. Just stop. And they kept making fun of my last name, repeatedly, and I did something that I regret, and hopefully I will never do it again. I've learned my lesson, and you know what? It's too. What I did was unforgivable and unforgettable on what I did to him. And I said I was sorry. Actually, it was like 3 years ago. We were in the same art class. Same kid on what I did to him. Oh, I apologized. Um, he said, "Don't worry about it. It's in the past. We're looking straight to the future." I said, "Yeah, but I feel so bad on what I did, and I hated myself for that ever since, and I still do, and that's a good way, of the topic of what I hate. This is why I'm making these series, to get the hate and anger on what somebody did, or what I did, or something that's something else. This is why I'm making this series, or show, if you want to call it. Honestly, this feels like this should be a talk show host. You know, this you know, comfy. Not sure you guys can see me. You probably can because the camera's big enough. See, this is amazing with technology. This tiny camera captures all this. Yeah, the camera. Yes, I'm the YouTuber with the famous yellow wall. Amazing. With a picture of John Cena. I should take that down. Nah. Look, people hate on it on the poster, but don't hate on me because I love you guys. Yeah, you know, driving in a seat, you know, asking people, so what do you hate on this episode of What I Hate? Then, you know, I'm gonna be this, you know, I'm gonna be the other guy, you know, just using the same chair. And the guy will be like, yes, that's a very good question, Ian. Oh, by the way, my name is John, not like John Cena, because I spell it without an H. So, yeah. And be like, okay. Is there something that you hate, that when people spell your name, they don't just spell it with an H? And he will be like, yeah, when people spell my name, they spell it with an H, and I don't really like that. It annoys me so much. Like, I know that's how you spell John, but I spell it with just an O. Just with an O. Jon. That's how you. That's how I spell it. That's how I've always spelled it. And it gets really, really mad for me. Then I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Thank you for coming on the show of What I Hate. Then John will be like, yeah, oh, thank you for letting me be on. And I would be like, oh, yes, yes, anytime. Is there anything you want to say to anything else about anybody? and he'll be like, yeah, whoever spelled my name, don't spell it with an H. Alright, thank you, John. Duly noted. Alright, give it up for John. If we want to spell this guy's name, don't spell it with an H. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going with this show. Actually, that's a good topic. Um, yeah, some people have another way to spell their name, like John. People like to spell it with an H. Some people like to spell it just Jon. I mean, I have a friend named John. He spells Jon. Like John Cena, he spelled it John. Yeah. Um, what I hate, what I hate. Whoa, 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 whoa. What I hate. Yeah, I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. Still don't know. Oh yeah, I'm making another episode of What I Hate. Fourth wall break? What? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I guess that should do it for on what this episode of What I Hate. If you like this episode of What I Hate, give this episode a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel because I will be keep going for another good episodes of What I Hate. Yeah. If you will, yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you missed an episode of What I Hate, you can I need to make a playlist of What I Hate and keep going on with that series. And I'll see you guys next week with another episode of What I Hate. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this show should be like a talk show host? Oh, yeah, talk show host. If you think the show should be considered like a talk show, get people's anger out on what they hate. Because hate is not great. And someone commented on the on the very first episode of What I Hate, and he gave me some words of wisdom from Yoda. I remember what it says, but I don't want to screw up Yoda's voice. I mean, I can do Yoda's voice. It's just every time I do it, I get something stuck in my throat. Don't know what the hell it is. I should see a doctor for that. Anyways, thank you for another episode of What I Hate. I guess. I don't know. What I hate.